can stretch your legs with. Just keep it nearby. We'll not use it straight away, but keep it on the floor near you. Okay, just think about your feet at the moment. So your feet are together, like you had one leg instead of two. And let's just start by thinking of lifting the toes up, spreading them out, and then pressing them back into the floor, spread out as possible. And we'll do that a couple of times. So maybe think of breathing in, lift the toes up, and then breathing out as you squeeze the stomach in, the toes down, really engage the thighs, relax the shoulders. And do that one more time, thinking of your posture at the same time, stretching your toes, and then pressing them back into the floor. See if we can lift our heels up now. So you want to squeeze your legs together and lift your heels up. That's it, try and squeeze your ankles together too. And then, yeah, that's it. And then exhaling, just press the legs back down, the heels back down. And do that 2 more times. So again, imagining we've got one foot, one leg, squeezing them together, pushing the floor away, but also the ceiling away with the crown of our head. And then exhaling down as we lower. Think of dropping the chin, but more pushing the ceiling up with the top part of your head. That's it, like if you were contained between the floor and the ceiling, and that's supporting you. That looks better. And then exhaling, dropping them down. Good. Just keep your legs together, relax your shoulders again. Maybe you can think either closing your eyes or looking down, and we'll put our right hand on our chest and our left hand on our stomach, just starting with a few moments of stillness, trying to tune into our natural breath. So you might find that you're breathing naturally through the mouth, or maybe through the nose, or through both. And it's just a moment to just be aware of how we breathe without taking control of our breath. And there's little details. For example, if you breathe through the nose, if you notice you're breathing through the nose, you might not. But there's, for example, a bit of information. If you're breathing more through the right nostril, it's usually meaning that you've got a solar energy, so you're more active in the day. And if you're breathing mostly through the left nostril, you've got more lunar energy, which is more calm, ready for bed, for sitting down and relaxing. So that's a little bit of information. As we go through our day, the breath changes between the right nostril and the left nostril. So just be aware of how you're feeling today and how you're breathing today, and that little bit of information might help. Nice to see you, Eddie. So just taking a few more seconds to observe how we breathe, whether it's through the mouth, through the nose, noticing if we move our chest, our stomach, our shoulders even. And then take the attention to your chest, the hand that's on your chest. You might feel the warmth of the hand against the chest skin. And maybe it's a way of acknowledging your heart space, the work the heart does for us, but also as a means to take your attention there and just observe how you feel in that area. Do you feel any kind of block? Do you feel any emotions? Any sensations? Just observe your chest area, a couple more seconds. And maybe you could even find a word that describes how you feel today, here, now. So if you take a moment more, we'll start moving soon, just to observe how you feel in general, whether it's tired, happy, energetic, sad, or anything else, and just try and find a word that describes how you are here and now. And once you've done that, without letting me rush you, we'll start breathing together. So we want to breathe in through the nose, blow our stomach out, our ribs out, the top of our body, the back of our body, the sides, like a balloon. Hold the breath in, that's important, just for a couple of seconds. And then breathe out through the nose, squeezing the ribs in, the stomach in, the inner thighs. And keep going, breathing in. Opening the stomach, the ribs, the chest, the sides. Holding the breath in. And then breathing out, really trying to squeeze your ribs in, slightly stomach back in the thighs. One more deep breath there, breathe in. Holding the length, the breath in, and then breathing out, just letting the arms slide down by your sides, opening the eyes, and we'll start lifting the arms up on the breath in. So you're looking forward, your palms want to touch. Careful you're not sinking back in space with your ribs. Push your chest forward, and then as you breathe out, keep the length of your spine and just drop the arms down. That's it, let's do that again. Breathing in, lifting the arms up, palms touch, wrists touch. In a perfect world, your wrists are together. And then exhaling, dropping the head down as you bring the arms down. Relax the shoulders, look at your stomach, push it in. Let's do two more, breathing in. Looking forward, lengthening our spine. And breathing out, exhaling the arms down, relaxing the shoulders, letting the head drop down, the stomach going. One more, breathe. Hold it here with your palms together. Interlace your fingers and bring your fingers or your palms behind your head. And we'll stretch our neck here. So make sure you keep the head down. You might be looking at your stomach and watch it blow out as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, squeeze your stomach in. See if you can roll it a little bit further down, as if you wanted to kiss your belly button. Let your elbows drop so they point to the floor. They're hanging heavy, that's it. Plug the shoulders down and away from your ears. And just hold it there. About two more deep breaths. Let me see them. Breathing in. Blow the stomach out. Breathing out, squeezing the stomach in. One more. Breathing in. Remember to hold your breath in. Just a couple of seconds. Breathing out. Now just let your arms drop. Let them just hang. Bend your knees and start articulating your spine all the way down into a forward roll, similar to the ones you do in Pilates. Get your knees to bend and your stomach and your thighs. Push your palms against the floor. Ideally, one day your hands are by the sides of your feet rather than in front of them, in one line, either side of your feet. Relax the head. Maybe you can turn your chin to your right shoulder and then to your left. Like if say no, and then say no again. No. And then bounce your head and let it say yes, 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 and yes. And then roll up on your next breath out, bending your knees, articulating your way up. Really squeeze your stomach back, and it will help you stretch your spine. Once you're at the top, we're going to do that again, just rolling down. So don't let me rush you, but you're going to breathe in. When you want to breathe out, you're going down with your head, shoulders. Try to really roll yourself each time further into a little ball. Really squeeze your stomach in. Press your hands into the floor by your feet. Relax the head. Turn your head to say no, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Then say yes, 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 yes. And then just let it hang, breathe in to breathe out and roll your way up. Squeezing your inner thighs, pushing your feet down, pushing your stomach back in space and rolling back up. Lovely. And once you get to the top, don't stop the movement. Go down again on your next breath out, rolling. We're going to hold it down there a little bit longer. So once you get down there, again, hands against the floor, relax the head, still turning it to say no, 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 and just nod yes, 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 yes. Now hold it there if you can. If you get tired, come out of the position, but see if you can bend one knee more than the other without lifting your heels off the floor. So you're bending one knee more than the other. They can be both bent, but you're kind of stretching one as you bend the other, even though they both might be bent. And it's making your hips move, swaying the hips a little bit. Keep your heels on the floor if you can. Let the head drop. the weight of the body. And do 4 more knee movements. 3, 2, 1. And now hold both knees bent equally and put your hands on your shin. Find your face first tabletop position. So you're lengthening out. If you can stretch your knees, remember that we're working on the length of the legs, if you can. If not, bend your knees. Just see what you feel more comfortable with. Then drop the head down, relax the body into that forward stretch. We're doing that again. So halfway up, whether it's knees bent or if you can, stretching them, breathing in. And then breathing out, dropping back down. 2 more. Breathe in. Lovely. And breathing out. Last one. Breathe in. Really nice. And then breathing out, dropping down and rolling back up again. So your head drops. On your breath out, you're rolling up 1 vertebra at a time. Push the feet down. Head is up last. So you're standing again. Then lifting the arms up by our sides, interlace your fingers, but keep your index fingers up and your palms together this time. Try and lengthen your body. And then you're going to push your feet down, especially your left heel into the floor, and go to the right. So I'm mirroring you, remember. You're going to try and bring that right shoulder forward. That's your exhale. And then as you breathe in, see if you can just come back to center. Lengthen. And then exhale, you'll go to the other side, to the left. Good. Nice, better. And then coming back up. We'll do 2 more moving, and then we'll try and hold them for a little bit. So you're going to exhale as you go. To the right, breathing in, coming back, and exhaling to the left. Good. Breathing in back. Let's see if we can hold it there for 2 breaths. So you're going to breathe in, to breathe out and go to the right. And now 2 breaths here. You're going to breathe into this left lung. Breathe out, see if you can pull the left arm a little bit further to the right. 1 more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out, and now on your breath in, that's when you want to lift and lengthen up again. To breathe out and go to the other side. So you're going towards the left. Trying to push the hips a little bit to the right. Bring that left shoulder forward. Keep breathing. 1 more deep breath. Breathe in. Breathing out. Lovely. Come back to center. Breathe in. See if you can just drop the arms down, but bring the right hand to your head, the left hand to your left thigh, and just drop the head, just stretch the neck again to the right. Hold it there. Just maybe even think of closing your eyes and doing 3 deep breaths here. Trying to walk your left fingertips down your left leg, relaxing the shoulders, just moving or stretching the neck. Do 1 more deep breath. See if you can pull the head a little bit more towards the right. Good, hold it there. See if you can go into a side bend where you're articulating now towards the right with your feet together and trying to really pull the head over. Bring the bottom shoulder as before, forward, and maybe drop the right arm down. Try and walk it down your right leg, maybe lift the left arm up, reach up and down, relax the shoulders but let the head hang. Feel the stretch in all the left side of your body. Push the hips forward, squeeze your inner thighs. Relax the head a little bit more, go on. For 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Reach up, breathe in. And then we're going to go with the left hand on the head and pulling the head to the left side without moving our shoulders yet. So you're going to try and walk the right fingertips down the right leg. That's it, just move your head. Notice that the shoulders are plugged in. Try and keep lengthening the spine, don't let it sink. Keep growing. Maybe even close your eyes for this last breath. Breathing in. And breathing out. Nice. When you're ready to roll on your breath out to the left, into a side bend, try and really pull on the head, the shoulders, bring the bottom shoulder forward, that left shoulder, then drop the left arm, walk it down the left leg, reach the right arm up, see if you can reach up and down. Really try and bring your chest forward, your hips forward, relax the shoulders. Really push your hips to the right, see if you can reach up and down for 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Bring both arms up. Breathe in. Stretch your fingertips. Your palms are together but not interlaced. We're going to start our sun salutes with a little back bend straight away. So you're going to breathe in. Open the chest. Look back or up a little bit. Now as you breathe out, bend your knees and look forward. Sit your hips back, like far back. Like if you've got a chair very far, that's your chair. So then you're going to drop into your forward stretch. Relaxing the head, which we've already done. Good. Now as you breathe in, can you come into that tabletop, either with your legs straight or bent? Lovely. Exhale. Drop forward again. See if you can go a little bit deeper into that forward stretch by shifting your weight a little bit further onto your toes, maybe stretching your legs. Now, as you inhale, come to that chair position, palms together, look forward. Good. And all the way up. Stretch up, lengthen up, slightly back. And then bring your hands to your chest center again. Good, that looks great. Let's do that 2 more times. So you're going to breathe in, lift up. Slightly back, it's more like pushing the chest bone up. That's it. Then exhale, bend your knees. When you're ready to sit back into your chair, see how far back you can go. Good. And then dropping the head down, forward stretch. Breathe in, come up halfway. Table with stretched legs maybe. Breathing out, drop further into your forward stretch. Maybe you can stretch your legs. Breathing in, bend your knees, look forward, open your chest. Let's go all the way up. Still breathing in. Still breathing in or holding the breath in as you reach slightly back and then your chest, your hands to your chest center. 1 more. Really figure out the breaths now. Try and cue them so they're clear. So you're breathing out to prepare. Breathe in as you lift up. Keep breathing in, keep breathing in, keep breathing in. Open the chest. Straight away, breathe out. Bend your knees, chair position. And still breathing out or holding your breath, forward fold. Breathe in, come up halfway. Breathe in as you open. Breathe out, fold deeper. Breathe in, chair position. Do it a quick one because you're going to keep breathing in or holding the breath in as you reach up. Slightly back. And then coming up on the breath out to bring your right leg up. And try and find your balance. That's your exhale now. Lovely. And then breathe in and stretch your arms up, leg down. Let's do that right leg again. 3 more times. Exhale, lifting. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, lift. Lovely. Inhale, up. 1 more and we're going to try and hold it up. So exhale, hold the leg up or maybe get near a wall if you're struggling with balance today. Every day is different. And then see if you can turn the leg out. Don't move the hips. Remember we did this. And then drop the leg down. Bring it up through the center. Let's try and do 2 more. So you're going to turn out. Drop it down. Try to keep your hip bones facing forward. Exhale, come up. We're doing 1 more. Don't let your leg move your hips. Drop it down. Exhale, back up. Try and keep it turned out now if you can. So stretch your back, stretch your bottom leg, and on your breath in, drop the leg and lift the arms up. But the leg is turned out. That's the right leg as it drops down. And then you're going to exhale it and bring it back up through the same way. Good. And again, breathing in. Lengthen. Breathing out, lift. Great. 2 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. 1 last one to hold it. Okay, so breathing in. Breathing out to hold it up, but before you actually stay in the position, see if you can grab your foot and put it either in the calf, on the floor, or in the inner thigh. Try not to make it go to the knee joint though. Push your knee back, your hips forward a little bit. Keep your trouser line as straight as you can. This hip, this right hip tends to lift, so drop it down, but keep lengthening out of your waist. Press your foot into your leg, so you're trying to squeeze even here your inner thigh. Nice, just hold it there today. See if you can squeeze your palms together, Maybe even lift the arms up, which makes it a little bit more challenging. Just 4 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. And then drop the arms down, bring the leg forward and to the front. Drop it down. Good. Let's do one more sun salute and then do the other side, yes? So just stretch the arms up on the inhale when you're ready. You're going to go up first and back into a sun salute. Open the chest. Exhale and bend your knees. Look forward. Lovely. Then drop down. Inhale, up halfway. Stretch in the back. Exhale, drop further into your forward stretch. Chair position, breathing in. So breathe in still as you lift up, slightly back. Lovely. And then bring your leg up. It's the left leg as the arms go down. Great. Now breathe in, lift. The arms, drop the leg. Exhale. Let's go again to that same position. We've got 2 more after this one. Breathe in. Breathing out. 1 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Can you hold it up? Hold it there. And then decide whether you need to walk or you want to stay there or turn the leg out. Drop it down. Ideally, you want to breathe out, squeeze your stomach in to lift the leg up again. Because gravity helps you drop it. Not much effort there. But then when you lift it, that's when you want to use the core. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in. Lovely. 1 more. Good. Now see if you can stay with your leg turned out. So your left leg is turned out. Hold it there. When you're ready, drop the leg and lift the arms up to start lifting that leg turned out 4 times. So exhale, lifting it up. Squeeze the stomach in. Good. Breathe in, stretch back up. Exhale again. Lift the leg, stomach in. Inhale. Back up. Exhale. Lift the leg, turn it out. Squeeze the stomach in. We've got 1 more. We're going to hold it up, grab the foot. So when you're ready, lift the leg up. Find that turned out position. Then see if you want to grab the leg, put it wherever it works for you, even on the floor with the toes. And then press the palms together, the knee back, open the chest, try and feel your trouser line. If it's wonky, try and square it off and keep lengthening out of your hips, don't let that sink them. See if you want to lift the arms up, just making it a little bit harder, because usually the ribs flare out when you lift the arms up, so you need to hug them in. Don't let them take you out of balance. That's it. Really stretch those elbows now. Push the knee back, lengthen the body for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then drop the arms, bring the leg forward and release it down. Well done. We're going to go to the top of our mat and we're going to do our warrior positions. First the sun salute and then our warriors. So just so you know, I'm going to step back with the right leg and I'm going to mirror you and then do it to the other side so the mirroring is more clear. So at the front of our mat, palms together again, we're going to do 1 more of those sun salutes into a variation. So you're going to lift the arms up, breathe in, slightly back, keep breathing in, breathing out. Bend your knees, look forward, sit the hips back. Then drop down into your forward stretch. See if you can stretch your legs anymore. Relax the head there. Breathe in, come up halfway. Good. Breathe out. Now drop down with your hands to the floor. Try and take those steps. Hands down, left leg back. Turn the left foot out. So the left toes, that's it. And your front toes are facing the front of your mat. You're going to windmill your left arm, then your right, and find that warrior 2 position we've done often. Good. Nice clean movement. So you're going to bend your knee and stretch it 4 times. As you bend, you're looking to the front middle finger. And as you stretch, you're looking towards me. Breathing in, stretching the arms up. Let's do that again. 2 more times. Exhale, bend. Inhale, stretch. 1 more. Exhale, bend. Inhale, stretch. Lovely. Can you just open the arms now? Arms out to the sides. You're going to lift the left hip up to create space in this side of your waist to reach forward as much as possible. When you can't anymore, drop your right hand down and lift your left arm up. Try and see, good. See if you can push your hips towards me and your chest back a little bit. And then twist your ribs towards the ceiling. Look up to the left thumb, chin in line with the left shoulder. And then breathing into your left lung. Try and stretch it. One more deep breath, really stretch your thigh muscles. Remember your knees. And then come up, breathe in. Be strong as you come up. See if you can do the reverse of that. So you're going to drop the left hip down and lift the right hip up as much as the body lets you. And then reach back and up. Rather than back, we've done this one. Reaching back, I would like you to reach up and down again. That's it. So you're looking up towards the right thumb. Stretching the knees, stretch the knees, grow out of your hips. Don't sink, relax the shoulders. Breathe into that right lung, one deep breath. And exhaling, good. Coming back on the inhale, breathe in. We're going to shift between the two positions and then try and find a more challenging balance that's optional. So you're going to lift the hip and go down again. And as you go down, that's your breath out. Get to the position and then come back up straight away on the breath in. Look forward. Good. And then lift the right hip up. Look up. So have clear what your eyes are doing. Reach up. And then inhale, come up to the straight position. And again, exhale, think the hips, the eyes, reach. And then inhale up. Good. One more. Drop the hip, lift the right hip, reach up. And then inhale, come back up. Now we're going to do two options. So you're going to do a similar position, bending your front knee. And you're going to try and push your forearm, that's your right forearm against your right inner thigh. Push the thigh against the forearm and the forearm against the thigh. Try and reach up with that left hand, that's it. Stretch the back leg. Hold it here a second. If you would like to go further, this is up to you. From this position, you've got your knee bent. You just want to try and put your hand on the floor in front of your foot. And then just see if slowly, by bending both knees, you can shift your weight onto the front foot. And that's up to you. Whatever you want to do, we're holding it 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then coming back up wherever you are on the inhale, straight up, lovely. Bring your feet to face me so that you're turning your legs forward into a straddle-like position and just roll down like we did before, but with wide legs now. So you're going to let your head drop, shoulders rolling down, squeezing your stomach in, let the head go to the floor, maybe lift the hips up a little bit more if you can, and then hold your opposite forearm. See if you can just swing right and left with your upper body like a pendulum. About 8 times. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop in the middle. Put your hands on the floor and then maybe move your tailbone right and left. So try not to make it so much a knee movement. It's more a tailbone that's shifting to one hip to the other. One side and the other. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now, see if you've got a little bit more warm in that hip space area, try and grab your big toes with your index inside and your thumb outside. Remember that grip. It's important. Yeah, I'll try and get close so you can see, just in case you're doubting. Finger inside, thumb out, and then I'm going to pull that way. So I'm going to try and open the elbows up to the sides of the room. You really want to try and bend your elbows by gripping your feet tight. And use your arms and your breath to get you deeper into that forward stretch. That's looking good. So what we want to do once we're there, which you'll find, is Maybe, Eddie, you can think of stretching your knees and your thigh muscles up. You'll find there, Carla, I'm just trying to make Eddie stretch and lengthen his limbs a little bit more this month. Bend your elbows to the sides of the room, that's for sure. And use your breath, that's it, Carla. Now use your breath as you breathe in, blow your stomach out, hold the breath in, give yourself a bit of space. And then breathe out, use your arms and your stomach muscles to fold deeper. And do one more deep breath like that. Breathe in, stomach out. Breathe in, out, stomach in. That looks great. Hold it there if you can. Just let go of your feet and walk yourself to the front foot again. But just check how we're walking ourselves to the right foot basically. We're going to turn and narrow our stance so that the back leg is now 45 degrees but a lot closer and the front leg is still facing forward. Good. Now it's a warrior one leg, so you want to get your full head to touch your knee, which we've done often too. It's very good for the spine. You just want to try and stretch the back leg, keep the back heel on the floor, and if it's not on the floor, bring it closer. Remember that also if you want a bit more of a challenge, you can try pushing your palms together and your fingertips against the floor, trying to find a more balancing stretch in that one. It's harder to balance. So choose what you want to do, and we'll just do one more deep breath here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Now just as you are, see if you can put your hands on the floor, step your back leg to the front leg, come back into your forward stretch, relax the head. Breathe in, chair position. You're finishing off that sequence. That's it. Open the chest, Carla. Open the chest. Bend your knees. Lift up. Stretch up. Slightly back. Exhaling. Hands to your chest center. Lovely. Just release that. We'll do the same on the other side if that's okay. What I'm going to do is start on this side of the mat. You might want to do the same just so directions are a little bit clearer. But it's looking good. So well done there. So feet are together. We'll start with our palms together. Exhaling to prepare. And then breathing in when you're ready. Stretching up. Slightly back. Exhale, bend your knees, bend your elbows, look forward, sit back. Good. Now fold forward, relax the head, hold it there. Breathing in, come up halfway, see if you can stretch a little bit more your legs. Breathing out, drop the hands down. It's the right leg that's stepping back. Big step back. Right leg. Turn the toes out and then windmill your right arm and then followed by your left into your warrior two. Nice. Bending your front leg, your left leg as you exhale, and then breathing in as you stretch the left leg. Exhale, think of your eyes now. Look at your front middle finger. Inhale, stretch up. That warrior's looking a lot better. Exhaling, front middle finger. Inhale, up. Let's do one last one. Exhale, front middle finger. Inhale up, stretch the legs and then open the arms out to the sides. Lift the right hip up to find length here on the left side. Then reach forward and down. So here you want to imagine you're trapped in between two walls. So you want to really be in one plane. Push your hips forward and then your chest back. Look up. Try and look at your right thumb. Relax the shoulders. See if you can really keep lifting that right hip up and find a little bit more length in the left side of your waist, but keep pushing your hips forward, squeezing the glutes. Twisting the ribs to the ceiling, breathing deep into that right lung. And then on your next breath in, just float up. Try to make it effortless, just by the breath. Nice. Other side, so you're going to go the opposite direction. Lift the left hip up, drop the right. Try and Reach out of your hips before you reach up and down with your arms. So remember that you're not going back, not today. You're going up with the left hand and down with the right. Try and look up, hold it there. Really try and lift that left hip up towards your left armpit, towards the ceiling. Stretch your right knee. Open the left lung. Breathe deep into it. One more deep breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lovely. Come back up. Breathe in. And we'll shift between those two positions now. Remember your eyes and hips. So you're going to lift the hip, the back hip up, and go down straight away on the breath out. Look up. Breathe in. Come back up. Don't let me rush you though, then lift the left hip up, right hip down, reach up and down, breathe in and come up, exhale again, drop, breathe in, come up, exhale, lift the hip, drop the other one, inhale, come up, now hold it there, warrior two, start with your warrior two. So you're squaring your hips again, not lifting them. You're bending the front leg, which is the left forearm against the left inner thigh. Right arm reaches up, and you want to reach up and down. This is the first part of the challenge. So you're pushing your arm against your leg against your arm. Really trying to still twist your nipples to the ceiling. Now, if that's okay, and you want to go further, you could bend to get your hand to the floor, and then swiftly lift the right leg up. And that's optional. Wherever you are, it's 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then drop back up to that first position, the warrior two. Stretch the legs, point your toes forward. Grab your interlaced hands. Try and get your palms. It depends really, you don't have to, but ideally the position eventually is with your palms together and your arms stretched. Now that's not easy. You can always do this, or you can even do this. So see what works for you. Breathe in, open the chest, and as you breathe out, see if you can just bend and fold into your legs. So find your way to get your stomach to your thighs and then stretch your knees as much as your body lets you. Try and shift the weight forward, so that your fists, your hands, touch the floor in front of your head one day. You want to breathe in and out and really try and relax the shoulders to get the hands there. So we're going to keep breathing, basically. 2 deep breaths. I've come out of the position, but I want to check you out and cue you the breath. So breathing in. Breathing out. Squeeze your stomach in. Maybe shift your weight to the toes if you feel you can a little bit more. Lift the hips up. That's looking good, Carla. I wonder if you can stretch your knees a little bit more now. Yeah. Lift those thighs muscles up. If you're comfortable there. That's looking a lot better actually. Breathe in. Do 1 more deep breath. We're nearly there. And breathing out. Lovely. Can you just let your arms melt to the floor? So let them come down with your forward stretch and walk your way to your left foot. We've got that warrior one leg, which is a narrower space in between your legs. Turning still the back leg out, which is the right. The front leg faces forward and your forehead goes to your knees. To one knee, your left knee. Your hands can be either side of your left foot, or your palms can be together, trying to get a little bit more of a challenge in your balance if your palms are together, but press your fingertips against the floor. In this position, I think that you could either narrow your back leg, bring it forward, or try and put more weight on it. It seems like you're putting a lot of weight on the front leg, so you'll see if you can work it out. How would you put more weight on the back leg? Either by bringing it closer, yeah, and then by maybe pushing your right hip forward and down. That's it. Stretch that right knee. I know it's not comfortable. See if you can get the forehead to touch the left knee now. Hold it there. Keep lengthening, pushing the floor away with the right heel, squeezing your glutes. Like if you wanted to touch your forehead and your pubic bone. That's a really C-shaped spine. You're really trying to open the back. The spaces in between your vertebrae here. You're holding it nicely. See if you can just do one more deep breath and we're done. Breathing in deeply. And breathing out deeply. Lovely. Hold it there. Hold it there. See if you can bring your back leg into a wider stance like a lunge. And then step your left leg back into a plank. Great. And from your plank, can we just do a downward dog? Lifting the hips up and back, bending our knees maybe or not, to then roll back into your plank, forward, on top of your fingertips. Good. Try not drop the hips too much. And then again, breathing in, lift up the hips and back. Exhale, roll forward, but don't drop the hips too much. Keep them in line with your chest bone. Better. And again, breathing in. Breathing out. And then can we drop our knees down and just sit back into our child's pose there. Take a moment to walk your hands forward, relax the head down. And take 3 deep breaths. Remember that the benefit of this position is millions, but mostly is calming your nervous system and stretching your spine. But in order to be able to get the benefits of that, we really need to try and breathe consciously and deeply. So really imagine your back is a balloon that's inflating. As you breathe in, try and hold a few seconds that sense of suspension, space that the breath in gives you. And then as you breathe out, really try and squeeze, just by breathing, squeeze all your body. Squeezing the stomach in, the pelvic floor, sinking down, the ribs, compressing all the organs. Let's do that again. So breathing in, holding the breath in, and then breathing out, squeezing all the stale air out our body. Trying to really use the core to do that. Holding the breath out. Really nice. Let's come up on our hands and knees and we'll do a couple of chaturangas down, just to remind ourselves how to get into the floor if we're going to do a whole sun salute. So you want to try and bend your elbows and get your chest and chin on the floor. It doesn't have to arrive today. You can even put a cushion there, but remember to look forward. I'm looking at you usually, but you want your chest and chin to arrive on the floor and you're looking forward. See if you can come back up and try that 2 more times. Let's do that just 2 more times. On the second, we'll slide into a cobra and just do a little bit of back strengthening. So you're going to breathe in. To breathe out and drop our chest and chin down. And then on your breath out, suck your stomach in and come back up. Lovely, better. Next one, we're going to stay down and slide into a cobra, which is a small back bend, using the strength of our back, not our arms. So you're going to breathe in. To breathe out, drop your chest and chin. And then use your hands to push onto the floor by lifting a little bit of your chest. Slide forward, stretch your legs. Bring your feet together. Lovely. Feet together. Squeeze your legs like you just had one. And try and open your chest by pushing your elbows back in space and towards each other. Try and really push the top of your feet against the floor, so much your knees stretch. Push your hips into the floor, open the chest. Notice the skin on your neck. Try and lengthen it rather than wrinkle it. And then close your eyes and do one more deep breath where you're blowing the stomach out as you breathe in. And then squeezing it in, but keeping your height of your chest as you breathe out. Good. Can you hold it there and just stretch your arms towards your feet? Palms would face in. Lovely. Hold it there. Keep pushing your feet into the floor. Squeeze your inner thighs. Lovely. Hold it there. One deep breath. Breathing in. Blow the stomach out. Breathing out. Squeeze it in. Can you just hold it there and lift the legs up? Then we'll have a break. Squeeze them together, open the chest, one last breath. And as you breathe out, open the legs about hip distance apart. Reach the arms forward. Forehead is on the floor, palms are facing each other. And we've done this one often. We're going to keep the forehead down. I'll cue you through it, I won't do it. But forehead is down. Right leg and left arm are going to lift away from each other. Let's start it. 8 seconds. 7. Keep lengthening more than lifting. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Lovely. Let's do the other leg, the other arm. So lengthen them away from each other. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then drop down. Take a second, a breath. We're going to finish by reaching our fingers, both hands, both legs away from each other. Push the forehead into the floor, the hips, and let's go. 8 seconds to lengthen. Find the most space in your limbs that you can. Think of your feet, your toes, even your nails stretch. For 4 more seconds. Now see if you can slide the shoulders down, but keep lengthening the limbs. 3, and a 2, and a 1, and release down. Well done, that looks really nice. See if you can just drop your arms by your sides, turn your head to the right shoulder, and just take a couple of breaths where you are actually stretching your neck. So you might want to walk your hands down your legs a little bit. Really make sure that you feel a stretch in the neck. And maybe even try and turn your head a little bit more as you breathe and find it gets a little bit warmer, looser. Can we turn the head the other way? So to the other side, same thing, just treat it like a neck stretch. Notice if there's a difference. For example, I notice when I turn my head to the right, I can feel my left ear on the floor, but when I turn my head to the left, more than my ear, I feel my cheekbone on the floor, so I'm trying to still feel my ear on the floor. So there's a difference between one side and the other. See if you can spot those differences as you do your stretch. Lovely. And then coming back to the center with your head, can we quickly grab our Dynaband just to stretch the legs before we finish? And we'll finish facing up with our body, or lying on our back. And just start with your right leg. We'll just do 2 stretch because I think I've talked too slow today. Time has gone a bit fast for me. I had a few more things I wanted to do. So just as you are, stretch your left leg on the floor and just see if you can walk your way up your right leg or Dynaband. Hold the highest grip, check the left leg or stretch it on the floor. Eddie, if you're listening, make sure you're stretching both your knees, work your length, yeah? And then drop your head and shoulders down, relax the shoulders away from your ears and into the floor. And just try either close your eyes or look at your right big toe and maybe tug the leg a little bit more as you do 3 more breaths here, especially on the breath out, pull it towards you. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Pull it a little bit more. One last one. Breathe it. Good. Stretch your knees if you can. Breathe out. To finish off here, see if you can grab both of your Dynabands with your right hand. Turn your right leg into a Charlie Chaplin position. So from the hip joint, turn it all out. And then let your right leg drop to the side. As much to the right side, as much as the left side of your back doesn't lift off the floor. Plug it down, push the left leg into the floor and the left hand into the floor. That's it. And now just breathe here. The idea is once you're turned out, like our balance is, but stretching our leg, you want to try and lift that foot, that right toe, towards your right ear. That's it. Do 1 more deep breath there. Try and keep your neck long. Don't lift the chin up, drop it down, shoulders, keep checking everything is grounded. Lovely. And then come back to the center. Drop that leg, we'll go straight to the other leg. So give it a shake. Excuse me, left leg up. Grab it with your diver band, stretch the right leg. Remember to work your knee length if you can. Walk your way up the diver band, lift your head and shoulders to do so. Then lay back down. That's it, keep that grip. Stretch as much as you can, the shoulders away from your ears, plug them into the floor, stretch your knees. Think of your left hip. Is it lifting to the armpit? Can you slide it down and away from your armpit? Long necks. And then holding that leg up, turn it out. Do that Charlie Chaplin penguin position. Then let the left leg drop to the side, but keep your right hand now on the floor. See how much it can drop without moving your hips off the floor and how much you can lift it towards your left ear. Breathe deeply, hold it there. One more deep breath. And then slowly bring it back. Release that leg, take a moment to just shake it off, hug it in. And we're going to finish, hopefully we've got time, just about. We're going to finish in either a bridge or a plow, and then a shoulder stand, yeah? And that could be also with your hips on the floor with your legs up. So you've got an option, first of all, your bridge position for 3 breaths, or if your neck doesn't hurt, your plow position for 3 breaths. So whatever you do, choose what you want to do. Check that your neck isn't hurting if you do go into a plow, and let's hold that position together. So here you're just closing your eyes maybe, breathing deeply, blowing the stomach out, breathing out, squeezing it in. 2 more deep breaths, whether it's in a bridge or a plow. Breathe in, breathing out. One more. Breathe in. Now if you can just hold that position and come into your shoulder stand, or just drop your hips down if you're in a bridge and just raise your legs up so that maybe they're on a wall and they can drain. That shoulder stand is looking good. Well done. Really, really straight. Nice. Much better. Good. Walking your elbows a little bit closer. Using your pelvic floor to help. Yes, a lot better. And maybe closing our eyes here, doing 2 more deep breaths. Breathe in. Remember to hold the breath. Breathe. One more, go on, breathe in. Good, that's the way, well yeah, that happens, but it's good. That's the way that it goes. Take a break, because we're going to finish off now with the opposite position, the counter position, which is that fish. Remember, so we're coming into like a bridge-like position, and then trying to really slide our arms, not just bend your elbows, slide your arms under your hips, sit on your wrist or forearms, stretch your legs, and then come up onto your elbows. That's it, elbows, stretch your legs first. That's it. And then open the chest by tilting the head all the way back. Yeah, I think you need to squeeze your arms further under your hips, Carla, so that your head touches the floor. Let's start again, just, yeah. Stretch your elbows, get them closer, closer and down, yes. That's better. That's already fine. Now stretch your legs. Try to not come onto your elbows, but do it looking back and lifting the chest. I think that's going to look back and open the chest. That's it. That's the better way for you to get into it, I think. That looks perfect. Now, breathe in, lift the chest up. Yes. Keep it lifted, even when you breathe out. And just do 2 more deep breaths there. So breathe in. Breathe out. We'll do 1 more. Breathe in. Now as you breathe out, see if you can drop your chin to your chest, melt your chest bone down and just roll onto the back of your body. Lovely. See if you can just pick your legs up and hug them a second. Then let them drop to the right side of your body, look to the left, do a mini twist here. And really turn your head to the opposite side of the room. Can we go the other side? Yeah, when you're ready. Change your head, your knees face one way, your head the other. And use your ribcage breath to squeeze anything. It's a good way to end any practice, whether you're at the gym or you've done football, with a twist. Because that means that you're squeezing out all the toxins. It helps the body release them. And then just let your legs stretch, your palms open up. Unless you have to do anything else, you might want to stretch your neck 1 more time. Just see if your body wants to move anything else. But what we're going to do is just open the arms up, close the eyes, and just come into Savasana. I'll be 1 minute with you, and then I'm going to leave you so you can have a long Savasana, which is always more beneficial. So try and stay for another 3-4 minutes if you can after I leave. I'll let you know when I do. Just try not to think of anything. What you have to do next, what you haven't done before coming. Just tune in again to your breath, how you feel. I hope you enjoy a long Savasana and a lovely weekend. Well done.